It's a horrible angle. Whatever. Joe, your backdrop looks like ass. I should totally do the live stream from that toilet. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. What's up, Bear Arms? All right. Oh, turn that down. Should I do the entire live stream from the garage toilet? I can answer questions from over here. How's the audio? Oh, he voted for Lucas Bodkin. I've got my Lucas Bodkin pants on, my skinny jeans. All right. So we're doing things a little bit differently. I don't know if there's like crazy network stuff going on. I guess because so many people are going to be watching the election stuff, but I could not get a live stream feed going on my phone, which I usually use as my camera. So this is the first time I'm doing it from my webcam. I can't tell if that's just how it looks or if it looks shitty. I've also never done it on the computer before. All right. Quit pressing buttons. Where'd my little pop-up go? How's the weather in DTW? Down to Warlord. That's what DTW means, and I like it. From henceforth, that is what that means. We're putting that in the chat for everybody to see that. Weather's actually been phenomenal the past day or so. It's actually not chilly, not cold, but like not hot. So that's awesome. It's been raining a whole bunch. You got a shitter right behind you. Hell yeah. Y'all are lucky I don't actually shit on a live stream. Can you do that? Is that against policy? I am going to be loading mags today. And I know you can't show guns on a live stream because I got booted for it a while back. Because I don't read the rules. The rules read me. So I guess we're going to find out if they are okay with mags or not. YouTube, please don't boot me. All right. What have y'all been up to this week? Did you vote? I actually just went and voted probably about an hour before I got this live stream booted up. Was supposed to vote sooner today, but crazy scheduling. Speaking of which, if I got that going there, I do want to pull up any recommendations for a live feed election map. I'm just going to Google it and see. Oh, right there. Cool. All right. All right. So far, the T-Man's got 19 and the Cackler has 3. Looks like she got Georgia. What I'm seeing is, what is that? Kentucky, Virginia, Florida, and what is that? Indiana. Those are all going red. So everything that I've been seeing online, they're basically saying Pennsylvania is going to make or break who wins it. So we need to watch Pennsylvania. All right. What are our flavors today? I've been using that website Ammo Squared because I'm still a poor, and it helps me get ammo and not break the bank. And I'm actually digging it quite a bit. I just my percentage is 75% 5.56, 25% 9mm, and then I just select the cheapest thing because it's pretty much range ammo. So far on 9mm, man, I'm even scared to show this on here. All right, ready? Range dynamics. Also, if this feed drops, then you know they don't like ammo. For 9mm, I've been shooting the Fiocchi 115 grain, full metal jacket, standard crap. But the other stuff I've been launching is Federal Ordnance, 124 grain, and I actually like those quite a bit. A little bit more of a chode coming out. Not quite as snappy. So I'm definitely liking those for the 9mm. And then for 5.56, so far all they've sent me is PMC bronze, 223 Remington, 55 grain, full metal jacket, bow tail, and USA M193. So I can't complain out of those. Which I haven't even started editing it yet, but let's go! Twin Arrows is here. Twin, we started something new. Someone misspelled Bear Arms misspelled DFW and created DTW, which now means down to Warlord. So we're going to be asking. That's going to be our code word for one another. If you're ready to get your boog on, DTW question mark. As I was saying, Swamp sent me a bunch of bougie ammo that I was very appreciative of, but I'm doing a accuracy specific video. Boy, you can see my lazy eye getting super wonky. He sent me a bunch of bougie ammo, and I did a video on it. I'm still editing it. I'm trying to make it nice and pretty so it doesn't look like all my site mark garbage. But yeah, he sent a whole bunch of 77 grain Sierra Match Kings, a bunch of stuff I've never even shot before. And I did a bunch of grouping tests with pictures and using the Range Buddy app and all that stuff. And so, yeah, that should be coming up pretty soon. Oh, Twin gave me stripper money. I love you, Twin. Buy me an energy drink with that next time I go to the range. Twin. $5 goes towards my lazy eye. All right. Twin, did you go vote? Did you early vote? Did you do it today? Why does my head look crooked? Is my head crooked? Beer on me. DTW baby. I always keep 2 bandoliers of 5.56 in my Civic. DTW. Yes. Dude, we're taking DTW all the way. That's going on a patch for sure. Going on a patch for show. Yeah, for anybody else watching, where'd my little pop-up go? You little bastard. Twin is going to, whenever I'm not poor anymore, Twin's going to get his own custom patches for the channel. I'm going to make them, and they're just going to say LFG on it. The channel's going to be nothing but acronyms. LFG, let's fucking go. And then DTW. Oh, there's all my bougie stuff. Y'all been having a good week? Good week so far? I was hoping old prepped father was going to jump in. Miss you, Prep. He's probably eating supper. Eating din with the family. Anybody committed any felonies this week? Any misdemeanors? I'm running at 62 grain steel penetrator, baby. Them green tips. Assault weapons change. What's that mean? 62 grains. I think it's 62. I think they come in 62 or 69. The green tips. 69 being not mil spec. I don't know. I could be wrong there. Those do okay for me. Like, I'm definitely not gonna go super precise, like holes touching each other at 100, but shooting out to distance and stuff like that, green tips have always done me pretty good. Down to Warlord charge. COVID fingers. Poor bear. Dude, I felt so bad the other day responding to your comment. I thought you were being sarcastic and making a joke, but yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm like Chandler from Friends. I'm highly skilled in making inappropriate jokes at inappropriate times. I feel like we need to make COVID fingers a patch too, though. Like, do you shoot faster because of that? Love you, big dog, monster baby. I miss my BlackBerry phone. It would have been easier. I was just talking about Motorola razors, and then my favorite was the Motorola Sliver back in the day, back when I was a young buck, because you could text on it without having to look, and you knew what you were sending. And I remember being on the motorcycle, texting people, and then I stick the phone in my crotch. And that's how I went through 3 phones. Hell yes, Trump 25. Yeah, so the political climate and how tonight goes and how tomorrow goes. Obviously, I think that no matter who wins tonight, there's definitely going to be rioting and civil unrest. The only thing that's going to change, in my opinion, is depending on who wins, there's going to be rioting that gets portrayed as peaceful protesting, and they let it happen and they burn cities down. Or if the other party wins, it'll be a deadly insurrection again. And they'll probably get locked up. Your reloads are faster. Hell yeah. COVID fingers speeds up the reloads. DTW life. I need that patch. Yeah, so like Goliath Killer's infrastructure, I like to keep everybody up to date, be as transparent as I can. It's just me. It's just me doing all this. So I'm trying to get a website going to where I can link all the social medias and stuff into the website. But then I am looking at next year doing some classes. I say classes loosely, like I teach people to shoot on the side. That sounded weird. Instructing, whatever you want to call it, but I try my best to learn from everybody that I'm teaching from. And so when I say classes, like what I'd like to do is next year, probably next fall when it gets colder and it's not hot as balls here in Texas, is get a small group of you guys that I've vetted and know that you're not crazy and you're going to stab me in my sleep or rape me. But I'm going to try and find some property where we can all link up, go out to the property, and have like a giant full range day of doing drills and maneuvers and just going over all kinds of cool curriculum skill sets, and then open it up to discussion back and forth one another, where we can all learn from each other and our experiences, and then kind of do that recce bug out camping mindset, and we all just camp on the property after the range day. That way we can sit by a fire, break bread, fellowship, all that good stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Not this week, but it's still early. I think my feed is, y'all's comments are slower than what I'm talking. I might have put that in the setting. I don't know. I really struggle with the laser sight manipulation. I forget what button is where. Lots of NDs. If I'm going super precise, I'm using my 308. Yep, 308 will do it. Swamp! You made it in, Swamp! I just got through talking about you, Swamp, and your bougie ammo. So, Bear, when you're talking about laser sight manipulation, are you talking about like a visible laser mounted and you hit your pressure switch and it throws the laser? Swamp Ammo DTW. Yeah, Swamp. Hey, you gotta scroll up in the chat so you can see what DTW means. Spoiler alert, it means down to Warlord. And it's a thing now. It's a Goliath Killers thing. We're making it happen. ASMR. Yo, alive. Yeah, I'm doing it on my webcam. I hope my audio is okay. And I hope it's not like potato. Also, I've got a toilet in the garage. If I need to poop, I can still talk to y'all. I might do that. What else? What else? Yeah. It's been an interesting week. I know a lot of people are kind of stressed out tonight. Let's check on our map. Yo, let's go. 23 Trump, 3 Harris. It's like a nice potato. Thank you. I have nice potatoes. Is it really bad though? Like this is the first time I've used a webcam for a live stream because I couldn't get my phone. It kept saying live stream unavailable. I figured everybody's bogging down the internets. No matter what happens, stay strapped, keep your head on a swivel, and watch your 6. 81 tree looks great. Twin, I will watch your 6 anytime. And I had considerably less ammo than I thought. I keep my car loaded with surplus bandoliers filled with 5.56, 27 rounds per. Something's beeping. The oven. I got kicked out of my usual live stream location because my family's watching a movie in there. Just found out I had a few boxes of tracers I forgot about. Whoop. Hey, fun fact. I shot a tracer round through an AC thermostat one time when I lived in Waco on accident. ND. What movie? I am coming to Texas to hang out with you, bro. Hell yeah. You could be like Swamp and send me a box full of butt plugs. And then when I get it and I see it's not a box of butt plugs, I get upset. What movie? I got completely off track. I was talking about tracers. So yeah, I did indeed a tracer round through a freaking thermostat one time. But yo, what up? I'm on the interwebs. You need something? Depending on how many tracers you got, you can always throw 2 or 3 tracers around the 20 round mark in your mag. That way, if you're doing a bunch of the pews and you ain't counting and you start seeing tracers come out, then you know that you fitting to run dry and it's time to put more gas in the tank. So, yeah, you could do that with them. What movie are you? Oh, what movie is the family watching? I can't remember his name. Some dude's name and a purple crayon. Harold and the purple crayon, something like that. My youngest got home from school today, walked in the house, and literally walked in the kitchen and threw up on the floor and halfway into the dishwasher that was open. So that was fun. That was right before we went and voted. So I'm going to use that as an excuse to call in to work tomorrow, so I can stay up late. But I also got to clean. I got to clean the house so I don't get beat up. Swamp is in the house. He is in the house. Thoughts on 300 black for home defense or just a gimmick? Dude, 300 blackout is getting shit on a bunch here lately on YouTube now that 8.6 blackout is out. It's just like 6.5 Creed. Everybody loves it until something better comes out, and then now everybody hates it. I've only shot 300 a handful of times. 300 blackout was completely designed around being suppressed and shooting out of a super small platform. Like you only need 8 or 9 inches to get full powder burn and stabilization for 300 blackout. So it's kind of on the expensive side, and I think it's one of those rounds that it hasn't been around long enough yet to where it's like 100% reliable. I've heard 50-50 guys, their 300s will run smooth and some of them won't. Of course, it's subsonic. Subsonic ammo is kind of running the gambit anyways. You got to tune your shit just right. But yeah, for home defense, it'll definitely schwack somebody pretty good. 300 blackout is a bougie AK round. It's a bougie 7.62. So like if you've got a Draco or, a super short AK. You could suppress that and you'll be basically getting the same kind of ballistics out of that ish. Obviously, the suppression may not be there. I'd say it's a good excuse. Hell yeah, it's a good excuse. I'm a piece of shit. I don't want to work. That's what she said. Twin arrows, let's LFG. DT dub. That's amazing. I love that, guys. Down to Warlord. Always watching my 6, bro. Bro, I think my freaking chat is delayed. Reactions. What are timestamps? Guys, tell me how to run my live stream. I don't know how to do this. Chat rate. I got to type something so my chat rate comes up. Big, hairy butt cheeks. All right. So I like to keep you guys updated with shit that's going on here. I can't talk about it until it comes out, but I am an affiliate for DoveDot, which I've got a plug in a couple of my videos. It's the red dot mount that you put in your rear irons for your pistol, and you can mount red dots to it, and you get your iron. It comes with irons, suppressor, height, sight, blah, 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 irons, whatever. Brian, what's up, Goliath? What's up, Brian? So Dove has got some stuff coming out. I don't know exactly when, but soon. Hopefully, if they see this, they don't get mad at me. I'm not telling y'all what it is, but all I'm telling you is it's a freaking game changer and it's badass. And I can't wait. So, the Dove stuff, that's on its way. So there's going to be a bunch more Dove content coming out. My head is 150% lopsided. The Great Jedi movie we need to be watching is V for Vendetta, because that's what's happening. Yeah, you ain't wrong there. Ain't wrong there. So we got the Dove stuff. That's freaking awesome. That last video I had with the husbands and fathers, that one was a glitch in the matrix and view count. That thing took off way more than any of my other videos. And that video, I guess, made it to a bunch of different companies, and I had several of them reach out to me. A handful of them were Chinese, and they were like, "Hello, Mr. Goliath Killer, would you like to try this?" And I turned a couple of them down. One of them, I checked them out. I know y'all know them. It's CV Life. All their stuff is all over Amazon. And so I went to their website and I was like, let me see if they've got anything on here other than what I see on Amazon. As far as their optics and stuff like that go, I'm not really getting behind the optics part, but I was looking at their flashlights and some of their tripods, bipods, slings, and what was the other thing? Oh, they offer plate carriers. And In my experience, when it comes to simple technologies, so stuff that's been around for a hot minute, so stuff that's hard to screw up in the creating process, so like nylon goods, um, some of your bipods, how they operate, like there's not a whole lot of mechanical stuff going on, so there's not a whole lot of stuff to screw up in the making process. Um, so I did entertain them, and I was like, yes, I would like to try some of your stuff. They wanted me to try some laser bore sight stuff and whatnot. I was like, no. So um, I do have a initial review video coming out of one of their plate carriers. Because when it comes to plate carriers, like in my opinion, it's your plates that matter. So as long as the plate carrier itself is of decent quality, like 90% of us, the plate carrier is going to go, you know, on a stand, on a wall, in a closet. It's going to sit there until you go out to the range and train with it, stuff like that. So as long as the stitching is decent, um, then I don't know. I don't really care that much about plate carriers, but I am going to put that review out there for them, and I am probably going to reach out and start testing some of their like bougie bipods and some of their flashlights. Because I ain't paying $800 for a flashlight just because it says Surefire on it. Like I just not that guy. Let me catch up on comments. CV life is total crapola. Some of it is. I'm not saying they're like super great, but at the same time, though, here's my thought process and some of my dilemma. This channel has always been about the everyday guy, the blue collar worker, the hardworking dad, the hardworking husband that has to be tight with his money, kind of like the underdog. And so as the channel gets bigger and bigger, I don't want to alienate anybody. And just all of a sudden, if a big brand comes out and is like, hey, you want to review our stuff and rep our stuff or whatever, I don't want to be that guy that just in the blink of an eye comes out and says, like, hey, if you're not shooting BCM or Daniel Defense or LWRC, then you're a piece of shit and you're trash. Like, I want to be fluid and flexible and float somewhere in the middle to where, like, I'm looking out for guys that have to be careful with their money, but then we can also dabble a little bit in the bougie stuff. So that's kind of why with CV Life, I wanted to play around with that. But I am trading carefully. I'm not going to get backed into any kind of they dictate how I make my videos. Y'all know me. I'm still going to shit on everybody's stuff. So if it sucks, it sucks. Let me catch up. I have. Oh gosh, twin. I didn't even see that. You got a membership. Cool. Thanks, buddy. I have a blackout, but it's my truck gun suppressed. Name of our kit if we ever make our own company. Simple Technologies, DTW. The Gray Jedi. I'm trying to outfit my new Anderson 5.56. I got sticking to basics, but is there a way to make your own 2-point sling with the sliding capability, or is it better to buy a good one? As far as slings go, that's kind of one of those things. Like, it's a simple technology. It's hard to really screw up. So it's like, can you justify spending almost $100 on a piece of fabric? Or do you want to run the gambit of buying cheaper stuff? I've got a Krydex sling, which is kind of an Amazon knockoff, and I've got like a Magpul knockoff, and several other knockoffs, and they work just fine for me. It really comes down to the material that the tri-glides are. So, like the buckles, um, the fabric itself, it's really hard to screw that up. They're all about the same, and they all come from the same place, pretty much. Even the name brand stuff. So slings, you can try and make your own. If you're good at that kind of stuff, then you'd be, you know, go for it. But if you're gonna buy one, yeah, you could just do an Amazon knockoff, and they work great in my opinion. One of the reasons I love you, brother. I run Stag Arms and Smith and Wesson. Oh, so like your loadout, you're running Stag Arms, AR, Smith and Wesson, Pistola. That's my guess. Hell yes, love this channel. Keep it real for us poors. Hey, I'm still poor too. Fioki. Brian, Feral Concept Naked Slingster is one of the best values I've seen. Have one on all my long boys. Yeah, I had a buddy that had a Slingster, and I liked that one. It really comes down to the quality of the tri-glides and the buckles and the actual mechanisms that the sling weaves through, but then also the material that the sling is, because some of them are so thick and porous. I don't know, rough, that it's hard to adjust. They're real tight. I like the loosey goosey ones where I can just zip 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 and do what I need to do. Let's see. Let's say, sir, a sling, just put something on it and you're good, but putting money in it is worth it. Yeah. Not only the sling, but also how you attach the sling. That's very important as well. Um, a lot of guys, they'll drop a lot of cash on a sling, and then they'll buy cheap QD cups, or cheap HK hooks, and those will blow out super quick. I try my best not to run QDs because I've seen even the greatest QDs bust out of that cup. Um, so paracord that bitch on there. Or what I do with a lot of mine is I'll just run the sling straight into the gun. So there you can't quick connect or quick disconnect the sling. Like it's on the gun forever. Ish. Get out of here, bug. Let's see. Polls are closed in North Carolina. Let's go, Trump. Yeah, let's get the update. Refresh. Mine's saying North Carolina's blue. What? From what I read, pretty much all we need is Pennsylvania. If we get Pennsylvania, we're good. Let's see what else. I'm running a Magpul sling on one, and then a custom company from North Carolina. USGI canteen strap is my go-to sling. Yeah, dude, a lot of like homemade ghetto stuff usually tends to be the best because you know your needs, you put your heart and soul into making that piece of kit, and it works exactly how you want it. So I always say ghetto is the new like tactical. It's the new cool. I have a USGI canteen strap on my 12 gauge. Nope, I run a Stag Arms AR and a Smith & Wesson AR. My sidearm is a custom SIG 320 or my Glock 45. I will pray for you so that your 320 doesn't go off by itself. I've shot it. Oh, God. Oh, God. What's happening? The only 320 that I've shot it was a Fowdy. It was but I used to have a SIG 250, 250. And if any of y'all know what a 250 is, that's a grandpa of the 320 with the little clitoris that comes back in the back as you fire it. It's hidden, and then when you pull the trigger, it goes boop, boop. Did he just call the hammer a clitoris? Maybe. I feel like I'm off track. What are we talking about? Oh yeah. I definitely like it in live streams, guys, when y'all if y'all have any questions about kit and stuff like that, but even just saying what your go-to kit is. I love that. Because I like seeing what y'all guys run, how you run it, because I'm gonna steal y'all's ideas. Let's see. So we were talking about CV life. Some of their stuff could be poopy. Some of it could be good. We're gonna find out. I'm also not like locked into any kind of contract with them, so the further on down the road I go with them, if I want to bail out and tell them to get fucked, then so be it. What state are you in? Texas. Where's my? Do I have anything Texas around here? Oh, oh. I ain't got no Texas patches or nothing. I suck. Yes, but to answer your question, Texas, the greatest state. Okay, so moving on. Oh, that tastes like throw up. CV life. I had a company reach out to me called Nightcore. I think that's what it was. So I went to their website, and they do a lot of camping stuff, like portable power banks, like big bright ass flashlights, stuff like that. Kind of interested in that, just on like the bushcraft survival part, not necessarily the tactical stuff. They wanted me to try out a new pistol light that they're coming out with, and I was like, I want to try some other stuff. But them, I got a Gray Ghost trigger. If it's not going off by itself, it's not one of the piece of shit SIGs. The only thing stock SIG on my gun is the magazine. I run a 10.5 DDM4 with an ACOG, RMR piggy bag, D-ball, D2 laser, and Surefire suppressor. Damn, Brian! Making us all look bad over here with your super cool stuff. I do love me some ACOG, RMR piggyback, though. What magnification RMR? Please don't say 3.5. Nice. So my voice doesn't sound like that, though. Yeah, I know your voice don't sound like that. But when I tell people I'm from Texas, that's where I automatically go to. I'm from Texas. Zev barrel, Zev slide, Gray Ghost trigger, Wilson combat frame, SIG magazine with a Trijicon RMR. Yo, what up, dog? Yep. Y'all all got bougie stuff. I'm ghetto. What's up? I'm live streaming. What are personally wanting to build next? AR, AK, handgun? Me? I don't know. That's one thing I've been thinking of, like channel-wise, is trying to spice things up, but I'm pretty boring. when it comes to like gun stuff. I don't know. One, my wife will beat my ass if I go out and buy guns all the time. But two, I've shot so many guns and I don't know. It's not that it doesn't interest me, but it's like I've reached the peak of what I want in a gun through my guns. So I'm more interested in like tactics and evolving my skill set. I like to do that more than uh, build out more stuff. But as the channel grows, and eventually, if I'm not poor, then we'll probably start building stuff out. What I would like to do in goal is get the channel big enough to a point where we could do like a build series once a quarter, where we essentially like build out a firearm together, like do votes on parts, uh, and build out a gun together and do some testing with it, and cool guy stuff out in the woods and whatnot, and then um, have a drawing and give the gun away. So like every time we build a new gun, I'll have some sort of contest set up to where y'all can win it. I don't know. That's what I'd like to do. 4X on the ACOG. All right. I like you. We had the 3.5s at work where I used to work, and that was garbage. Absolute garbage. Either go 3 or go 4, but the 3.5, for as big as it is and the eye relief as short as it is, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Your CQB tactics vids are dope. That's what drew me to your channel. Yeah, we did those videos a long time ago, and I want to get back into some more like practical CQB tactics stuff, but I want to do it more team based. So I got to find dudes that aren't retarded and like to do this stuff, but also finding a location that's big enough that will allow me to, come in and do hood rat stuff with my friends. That's kind of hard. I could do CQB videos here at my house, but my wife's probably not going to be a big fan of that, and my house isn't big enough to where it would be interesting. I go in and clear like the kitchen and the living room at the same time, and then clear a hallway and 2 rooms. Boom, done. Clear. But I appreciate that. Dream build then, if you won the lotto. I used to have an AK, and I should have put more time into it. I had it dressed up kind of fancy. And then ultimately, my mindset, I was like, man, this is a whole nother manual of arms that I got to learn. And um, I just went down the rabbit hole of trying to make my firearms as standardized across the board as possible. And so ultimately, I think I sold it to one of my buddies for a 6.5 Creedmoor back in the day. So dream build, I would like to do a 5.56 AK. Nothing super short, probably like probably like a 14.5. I think that would be pretty Gucci. Put some of them fancy little rails on it. get it doped out. That would probably be my dream build. Either that or I sold it before I started the channel, but my 6.5 Creedmoor that I had, that thing was a freak of nature. It was the Remington, I think 720, 722, 723. It's whatever the cheaper one is besides the 700. It was 6.5 Creedmoor, 16-inch barrel, but it was the bull barrel. I pulled the barrel and the action out, dremeled out the fore end, and fiberglass inserted the entire fore end, and then I wrapped a crap ton of electrical tape on the recoil lug, poured epoxy into the recoil lug hole, put the barrel and the action back in. So essentially glass bedded it with like JB weld. I forgot what scope I had on it, but everybody called it the telescope. And then I did a couple of other like redneck fixins to it to accurize it. That thing was it was based off of like an urban sniper. So like SWAT snipers, how they have those very precise instruments, but they're very small because they don't shoot that far. That's kind of what that setup was modeled after. And I ended up going out to a range called Triple C. It's not open anymore, but I was able to hit 1,000 yards with it. Transonic for me was like 900. So everything was just fine, dead nuts, all the way out to like 850. And then once I went past 900, that's where I went transonic and shit started going crazy. So, but all that was out of a 16-inch barrel. So I thought that was pretty cool. NATO AK. Yeah. An AK, but more America. So yeah, that'd be my dream build. I guess I would like to get into do a dedicated build for like a predator hunting setup. So pigs and coyotes. I think that'd be a cool build to do a dedicated like thermal or night vision scope, something like that. Y'all seen in my videos, I'm not a huge fan of running thermals and digital night vision as your primary optic. But for going out and, blasting little critters with your buddies, I think they're great. Revolvers. Well, I got my grandpa's 357 Highway Patrolman. That will make its way onto the big screen here pretty soon. I'm doing a celebration video with Paw, my dad. He was diagnosed with cancer last year, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He had it on both sides of his neck. And so we're going to do a video celebrating his recovery and whooping cancer's ass. And we're gonna play a game with the revolver, and we're gonna blow up his radiation mask. He added this on, but this was the mask that he wore for his radiation treatments, and we're going to get some tannerite and blow it up. Skiddly-doo! I used a Smith & Wesson GP380 with an aim .500. Man, I wish I never sold it, but I needed the drugs. Hell yeah! I need some drugs. Depending on who wins the election, they might legalize it. Let's see where we're at. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Bro, why is Texas blue? Pennsylvania is blue. Oh, okay. Okay. It's just one county. I forgot you could click on the state and look at the counties that have come in. Woo! That scared me. Let's see. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 counties have already submitted their ballots in Texas, and only one of those is blue, and the whole state is labeled as blue because it's Dallas. All right, how do I go back? Oh, all states. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. It's turning red. It's turning red. One county in Michigan coming out. One county in Pennsylvania. Oh, 4 counties. Woo! It's looking like we got South Carolina. Y'all think he's gonna get North Carolina? So far, it's 95 Trump, 35 Harris. Let me catch up. Let the chameleons in. What were we talking about? Dream builds. Let me go back. Let me rewind some more. There was one more sponsor that I wanted to talk about. Have any of y'all heard of a company called Wombat Tactical? They're out of the UK, so they're across the pond. Those guys reached out to me, and they're wanting to do some sort of collaboration, which details have not been discussed yet. But I went out and looked at their stuff, and they're like the UK's version of Cry Precision. So if I want to work with those guys, I gotta quit talking crap about Cry Precision as much. Swamp, if you're still in there, the video I told you about where I went out and shot the groups with the ammo you sent me, tomorrow, I think I should have that one finished. I don't know if it's going to come out Sunday or not. I'm kind of behind on things, but I got that one, a plate carrier video coming out. Maybe. I'm still working on that one. What else? I know somebody in the comment section on the tips and tricks videos that I've been dropping on Wednesdays, he came out and asked for gun belt setup. And so I shot that one. That one's going to be pretty quick because my belt setup's fairly simple. But plus these tips and tricks videos, they're kind of an experiment. Kind of like a little treat during the week, but they're not as long, not full length, usually just one subject, something really quick. That is this thing current? How many people are in here? Best camo? Well, automatically I'm going to say M81, the Lord's flannel. But Dirty Civilian did a video a couple of days ago where they test all the different camos under night vision and stuff, and they were comparing Chinese knockoffs to Cry Precision stuff. That video was freaking awesome just because I buy the cheap crap and it completely validated all my cheapness. But they show you under night vision the different camo patterns and what they look like, and M81 was like superb. So that's my favorite camo. Multicam is all right. Like the multicam arid, multicam tropic, like that's, you're getting really specific with that kind of stuff. I think the bigger and the blockier the patterns are, the better off you are. That's just coming from me as a hunter growing up in the woods. From 25 yards and further, you're not going to see the little camo patterns on multicam and all that shit. So if you have big, chunky, turd blob camo stuff, that's the best way to go. Yo, what up, dog? I'm on the interwebs. You need something? No? Peace? I've now had a cameo with all three of my children. All three of the four. I love Dirty Civilian, best dads. Yeah, dude. I love Dirty Civilian's freaking awesome. I love channels that make fun of themselves. Channels that take themselves too seriously get on my nerves, excluding Flannel Daddy. But I still think he does make fun of himself. It's the guys that aren't afraid to be silly and act like hood rats online and have a good time. Those are the guys I love watching. That's why I'm not a huge fan of T-Rex Arms and those guys that are just super all business, super serious. It's like, bro, yeah, we out here training, we out here talking about some serious subjects, but at the same time, like that's the point of life, is loving your family and joy and happiness. It's not the point. It's not the whole point of life, but you get what I'm saying. Multicam Tropic for me, 7 months out of the year, is Multicam Black even practical. Multicam Black is practical when it goes on sale because nobody buys it. My chest rig that I run is Multicam Black, and the only reason I bought that instead of, I think, either Ranger Green or Tan was just because it was cheaper. And it has a little bit of breakup. I'm trying to go away from solid colors. Like I was a really big coyote tan dude there for a little while. Everything I had was just straight tan. I liked that because I spray paint everything I've got, even nylon. And so I figured if it's tan, I can make it whatever color I want, throw some patterns on it. But yeah, Multicam Black's not horrible. It's probably just not as good as some of the other ones. Yes, that is extremely effective for that. Multicam Black yoga pants. Yes. In fact, I might be Googling that here in a second. I'm going to go to Amazon. Oh, snap. My oldest boy said he's watching me live. Are you in the chat, boy? Are you in the chat? My oldest son is John Marston, in case y'all want to know that. No, how do I get there? Well, what are you watching me from? Go, if you're on your phone, go down to the chat or the comment section. It's got two little white dots. You scroll over, and it should throw the live feed chat up. Of course, you're on YouTube. That's where I'm at. What a goober. Are you on a computer or a phone? Either way, scroll over and go to the live chat, or you can text me. Let's see. Multicam yoga. I didn't do black. Hang on. Yoga pants. Yeah, those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. Ooh, here we go. Will this even show up? This is like some Tropic M81 knockoff. There we go. There we go. Zeusix. Those boys are just looking at pictures of butts on the interwebs. My wife orders stuff from Shein like once a month, and it scares me. I'll come home from work, and there's like a giant package on the front porch that look like it could be ticking. And I pick it up, and it's literally filled to the brim with stuff that she's ordered and then forgot she's ordered. So it's like every time she orders from Shein, it's like a Christmas to herself. Are you in the chat yet, boy? My oldest son is the one that was in Buttman and Throbbing. He was in How to Kill Gay Werewolves and Hunting for Child Predators. He was in all three of those. Nope. All right. That's the only thing that sucks on lives is you can't get your guns and stuff out. Because then we could just go over like kit and all that stuff firsthand. $95 Trump, $35 Harris. Pennsylvania be scaring me. What is it? Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are just the big ones. I think everything else might go red. I don't know. Texas is going hardcore red now. Thank you, Texas. Don't show your ass. 90s tricolor desert camo, like Gulf War camo. I think those are coming back. I will say my first pick is M81, and then second pick is Vietnam Tiger Stripe. I want to get me some camo pants and maybe a shirt in that color just to look cool. I don't know how well it works, but it looks freaking badass. The tricolor Gulf War desert camo, that looks good too. Like some of that Black Hawk Down camo. Ooh, boys and girls, come on, keep praying. Oh. You got a bunch of tiger stripe? That's what's up. Let's see. What else is there? We talked a little bit about sponsors. Oh, yeah. Infrastructure. So I'm trying to get a website thrown together this year. I'm going to try and push to get Goliath Killers LLC, make it formal. So that, the website, and then start roughly planning some training stuff that we can do next year and get everybody together and do some classes and whatnot. I think that would be hella fun. Obviously, more than likely, I'm not going to be able to foot the bill for y'all to get here. But what I'd like to do is find a location to where we could do all this at, and then have everybody out there do everything that we already talked about. So like the training, the camping, the bushcraft, the BSing, the hood rat, the DTW stuff. Obviously take lots of pictures, film all of it. Like just make it a freaking badass bro weekend is essentially all it would be, with like some hardcore oh, I'm dying. Hardcore training and really just like testing each other, sharpening our skills, stuff like that. That's what I want to do. So we can look at planning that out. Essentially, that's all I got planned out this year or coming up next year. Obviously, trying to grow the channel as much as I can, but Joe Exotic Tiger Stripe. I haven't been on YouTube long enough, I guess, or either that or I'm not smart enough to know the trends, the highs and lows on if you're being suppressed and stuff like that. So far, everything that I've posted, I mean, obviously the channel is still relatively small, but I put stuff out there in a certain way to experiment and see what does well and what doesn't, what I need to, re-hit, change up, what people like, stuff like that. So what would y'all like to see more of? Obviously, I need to get better at not necessarily scripting the videos out. I don't really like scripted videos. I like to just fly off the cuff, and kind of improv. I feel like it's more honest that way. But I do need to wrangle myself in a little bit, because sometimes I'll go out and film and just rant on random shit for hours and then come home and upload the footage. And I'm like, what even is this? What did I go film? I'm obviously looking at trying to get access to more locations to do cooler stuff. There's a company in East Texas called Red Fox Resiliency. I'm not sure if they're on Facebook, but I know they have an Instagram. So if you go hit them up on Instagram, leave them a comment or a message and tell them Goliath Killers sent you over there. I'm trying to wheel and deal with that guy because he teaches some classes. So I want to go over there and film, doing some of his classes. And depending on how much property he's got, he might have some hog hunting, stuff like that. He lives over there where I'm from. So what did no no blacks or Latinos allowed. Like T-Rex arms too, right? Oh. Where the hell did that even come from? It just makes me think of wasn't it Peter Griffin on Family Guy where he's like, no blacks. Oh. I'm just gonna call this boy. I'm gonna put him on a live feed. He's probably not even watching. Hey, what are you doing, boy?
Watching you.
You're watching me talking to you on the phone.
How do I open the chat?
No, go.
It ain't working.
All right. So, are you on a computer?
No, I'm on the phone.
Does it have a spot that says comments?
Nope.
What? All right. Turn your phone over sideways.
No, I tried that.
Like close out completely and go back into it, and then try to do it. I don't know. You don't need to get in the chat if you on the phone.
We'll see what everybody else say.
We talking about hood rat stuff.
Nope, still.
Y'all say hello to the little boy. Y'all give him a DTW in the chat. We just been watching the election stuff, chatting it up on the live stream. What are you doing?
This is weird. It's like I hear what you say on the phone and then it relays back to YouTube.
Echo, 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 echo.
Yep.
Let's go. 101 Trump, 35 Harris.
Personally, I made a deal with some of my friends. We shook on it. We said if Harris wins, we were gonna leave our house and just
go live in the woods.
Yeah, and cause chaos.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
If it gets bad, if it's just like the last 4 years, I mean, it's bad, but
well, the main thing we got to watch is Pennsylvania. If we can win Pennsylvania, then I think we're good to go.
That's where he shot it. That's where he was shot, right?
That's where I what?
That's where he was shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's because they're horsing around. I saw some.
They're horsing around?
Yeah, they're just horsing around.
Y'all quit horsing around. Quit shooting at people.
They're voting for like rappers. King Von, Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. We need 270 to win, and we're up by 52 right now. It looks like, oh man, New York's hasn't come in yet though. New York has 28 electoral votes. And then Pennsylvania's is 19. Woo!
Everybody's treating it like it's like the Super Bowl. Everybody got snacks.
Oh, yeah.
All my friends that I talked to.
I was at work at the plant on the last one, and we were sitting there watching it like live. Right as that spike hit.
The bad one?
Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun to watch.
I feel like it was kind of a blessing in disguise, though, because the past 4 years, people started to wake up and see.
That's true.
Corruption. If he won last time, then I would have to go to high school, and we probably wouldn't have Joe Biden or Kamala, and it'd be easy.
Hey, are you coming with Mimi and Paw next time they come?
I'll see. I couldn't go this time because it was Jonathan's birthday, and he wanted me.
Right.
So
I think Paw might be coming this weekend.
I'll see.
So, yeah, just shoot him a message, see what's up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll holler at you later, boy.
All right,
Love you too. All right. Share screen. What? All right, guys, stand by. I'm going to start pressing buttons. Oh, I can share. What? I can do that? Whoa. Do y'all see me 47 million times? How do I make this go away? There we go. All right, hour and a half. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to jump off real quick and go get me something to eat. But I might be back on a little bit later. We'll see. I don't know. If I don't see you, I love you. If I do see you, I love you still. Bye.